Today we have a special edition of the Lunchcast because it's breakfast. It's French toast with pure real maple syrup. And I'm at home, so it's an extra special edition for y'all today. I'm going to go ahead and eat it on up and come back and talk to you in just a few. Hey everybody, welcome back to the special edition breakfast at home lunchcast. Technically it is lunchtime now. I recorded a video earlier this morning and had some technical difficulties, and in the meantime I decided to go for a run. And I had also, in the meantime, seen the interview with the mayor of Las Vegas on CNN. And quite frankly, it changed a whole lot of what was in that first video that I started this morning. So here I am. I'm going to go ahead and do probably actually the fourth edition of this episode. So first things first, I'm going to slip this mask off. And the mask is an important part of what I was planning to talk about, actually, because it seems to me there's a lot of people that are using this crisis here as a some kind of libertarian wet dream where they can go ahead and just say things like, we'll open the place up and we'll let the free market decide which businesses remain open because they provide the best, cleanest, best spacing, best everything out of all of their competition. Competition will decide who wins and who gets to stay open. And I've had a lot of reading comments and looking at these protests over the last weekend or so. And yeah, a lot of people talking about, I'm not going to wear a mask. This is government tyranny. I'm free to do what I want to do. And all of their, again, libertarian wet dreams where they don't have to belong to a society. It's just whatever, whoever wins, and screw the rest of you. And it's sickening me, literally, that, well, not literally, figuratively, it's sickening me because this is a society. This is a agreed upon kind of a mutual thing that we got going on here. Wearing masks in public is going to be one of the ways we get through this thing. Everybody needs to do it. I just went out for a run, 3 miles through the area. And mostly streets are kind of quiet, but a few people out and about. I saw exactly 0 people wearing masks, including a couple of senior citizen ladies out in their front yard talking. At least they were 6 feet away from each other, or a good distance away from each other. I saw at least 3 work crews. People doing tree work in the neighborhood, cutting down trees. A couple of people digging ditches and sewer lines or whatever, municipal workers. 0 masks, huddled up together, not distancing from each other. And a couple of people just out and about. by themselves, maybe walking with their partner, not wearing masks. And it's funny in a not in a ha ha kind of funny way, but an odd kind of way, in that, I don't think people understand why mask wearing is important. I think because we didn't get the message right away from leadership, from CDC, from anybody, that we should be wearing them, that we don't realize we're wearing them not to protect ourselves, but to protect everyone else, because we could be walking around with this coronavirus, because you can walk around for 10 to 14 days before you actually get sick, and because some people can walk around and never get sick and have it, being tested, find out they have it, and never get symptomatic at all. So the mask wearing is part of the compact of society, where, yeah, you got freedom, but all freedoms have responsibility. All freedoms have limitations, whether you like to hear that or not, Mr. Libertarian. There's a saying that's out there. I don't know who said it, but it goes along the lines of, your freedom to throw a punch ends at the tip of my nose. In other words, you can't do me harm because you have freedom. The things you do with your freedom should not do harm to anyone else. But here we are. And we got this mayor of Las Vegas talking about open everything up. Casinos, hotels, shows. We'll open it up, and the free market will decide. It's some of the craziest shit I've heard this whole pandemic crisis. And here we are. I don't know what can be done about it. There's so much bad information going around. There's so much misinformation. And there's so little leadership. There's so little just people willing to speak out. At my workplace, I'm an essential worker. I work in the grocery industry. I'm not on the front lines in the stores. I'm in the warehouse. We've got a policy now. What it took effect 2 days ago, maybe 3 days ago, so for everyone to wear masks. And we've had 2 confirmed cases in the warehouse. And there's still people who won't wear masks. Or there's people that'll put them on, wear them as a little chin strap, pull them down after 5 minutes, 10 minutes. It's, I don't know how you can change it. I don't know, but, if we're going to get through this, we got to have a lot more leadership. The people in charge, the people who are going to make these decisions, hopefully they're getting good information. Hopefully they're not being led around by all these so-called patriots and so-called, I don't know. I don't even know what to call them. People who put their freedom above everyone else. Like I said, it's like some kind of libertarian wet dream experiment that they think that this is going to be. But can't have it. So I'm going to do my part. And I step up and I speak out to guys at work. I've been fighting for it all along. March 17th was the first day that I put in and spoke to one of my supervisors about some of the things that are going on that aren't safe for us workers in the place. And like I said, 3 days ago, April 20th, things went into to a point where I feel like, okay, it's relatively safe. It's like a B minus if I'm going to give it a grade. But it took 6 weeks, 5 weeks to do that. and we're talking about, let's have people go back to work May 1st. And I'm hearing business owners on TV talking about, give me a date so I can start figuring out how to make it safe. Why aren't you figuring that out 3 weeks ago, 4 weeks ago? You're waiting on a date? Like, this is a hostage situation. Until I get a date, I'm not going to do nothing. It's a mad world right now. So hopefully, by example, people will start doing the right thing. I'm doing my part. I'm going to be wearing my masks when I'm out in public, if I'm out in public, at work. I'm going to talk to people as the opportunity arises. If they aren't quite sure on what's going on, I'm going to do this video here. I'm also going to throw a link. Before I forget, I'm going to throw a link in the description of this video for a good synopsis of why we have to wear masks in public, what the purpose of it is, and hopefully this libertarian wet dream that people seem to think is here, or they're experiencing, doesn't turn into a nightmare for the people that are right now. They're able to shelter in place, but when these businesses open back up, that's not going to be the case anymore. So hopefully we're going to have some consideration for these workers that have to go back to work, not just the fact that we all need a haircut. Look at this, I need a haircut pretty bad. I'm in no rush to get it though. So anyway, I think I rambled on long enough. I think you all got the point. Like the video, comment on it. I'd love to interact with you folks. Subscribe to the channel, all that YouTube stuff that I'm supposed to say, and I never do. So go ahead, like, subscribe, comment, the whole deal. And I will see you in the next one. Stay safe, people.